Today I have three tips for you that's going to help you speed up manifesting a specific person into your life. And we know this works because this client actually got her specific person back within 5 weeks. So let's talk about that. Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today we're actually going to talk about 3 things that you absolutely have to do to speed up your manifestation with your specific person. Now, this is actually going to be illustrated to you guys in a success story because this was one of Create Your Future's clients. She did coaching with Erica and Denise, and she ended up getting her specific person back within 5 weeks. Yeah. 5 weeks. And she did these 3 things that really sped up the process. So just before we dive into it, you know what, guys, if you're looking for some coaching, hey, check out the link in the description below. We can definitely help speed up the manifestation process for you. And actually, the story I'm going to read you explains exactly how, and we're going to go over those points as well. So first I'm going to read the story. Okay, so it says, I wanted to write you and thank you for all the help you have given me realizing my true manifesting power. I got my specific person back after 5 weeks. I have manifested things before, but nothing I would consider big, but I was determined this time. I spoke with Denise and Erica throughout this process, and they gave me great guidance. I started the process by identifying my limiting beliefs and working on them, as well as reminding myself that I'm the creator and I am more than good enough. Exactly. Okay. So here's the big part. It's identifying your blocks. So incredibly important. That's what really speeds up this process. When you know what your blocks are, you can easily, quickly change them. And that really cuts down on all the time questioning what's blocking me. Why isn't this happening? Right. But then again, questioning is a block as well. Okay. So, and sometimes which may also be a block is not thinking that you're good enough. Okay. So if you've got something on a pedestal, that they automatically go on a pedestal because you think you don't deserve it and you're not good enough for it. So creating things like I am good enough. I can always get what I want. I am the creator of my reality. Things always work out for me will actually put you on the bring you back up onto the, bring you back up to that level and take them off of a pedestal. Okay. So she says here, she used the feedback from her 3D reality to identify her limiting beliefs. That was also key because in the beginning, I was trying to dig up reasons for why that person wouldn't want to be with me rather than realizing that his initial response to me came from the uncertainty that I had given him about me. Okay, she nails it right here. So there are 2 ways that you can find your blocks. The first way is you can listen to the thoughts that you're having in your head. Okay. And for instance, let's say one of my, my big goal, my intention is that Gerry wants to be in a committed relationship with me. But then in my mind, I'm like, no, Gerry just wants friends with benefits. He doesn't want to commit because he's had bad relationships. That thought's actually going to block me. Okay. And then because Gerry's me pushed out, he's going to reflect that back. So that brings me to the second way. So if you're not aware of what you're thinking, then you're going to see your outer reality is actually going to reflect back what is programmed into your subconscious mind. Okay. So for instance, you would walk up Gerry and be like, hey, Gerry, why aren't we like official? Why aren't we going to commit a relationship? And Gerry will be like, well, because I don't want to be in a committed relationship, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. He doesn't want to be in one, and he's like, I told you I had a bad relationship. Okay. So there you go. Gerry's just reflected back to you one of your blocks. You've basically projected baggage on him that he doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. Okay. And then what you do at that point is you're like, okay, I intend for Gerry to be over his baggage and ready for a relationship, which is actually what she goes on to say here. So because she projected uncertainty onto him, he was uncertain about being in a committed relationship. So all she had to do was intend that he was certain that he wanted to be with me and that he tells me that he wants to be with me. And then that's what actually happened. So I've come to understand that I should never let my thoughts negatively spiral and that I should always assume the best and what I want. Absolutely. Because your thoughts create. Okay. the law of assumption, you know, and intentions are actually creating assumptions. Intentions will actually help you to detach and let go. And they also help you to use the law of assumption to create what you want. Okay, so basically positive thinking and keeping on top of your thoughts, a mental diet. Mental diet does everything that you absolutely need to do to make a manifestation come true. So without a doubt, I realize that my thoughts create and that I'm the God of my reality. Yes, definitely. It's true that your specific person is only thinking what you think they are thinking. Absolutely, there you pushed out. So if you think they want to be with you, they want to be with you. If you think that they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. And if you question whether or not they want to be with you, that's really where hot and cold behavior is actually going to come from. And, you know, and that's really, you know, the basis. So, you know, we've been doing this many, many years now. I've been doing this many years. And the thing is, right, is we always see the hot and cold behavior, and the biggest block in manifesting somebody is questioning what the other person thinks about you, or not thinking the other person wants to be with you, or thinking that you've done something completely unforgivable and they're never going to forgive you, and putting them on a pedestal, right? So usually a combination of, you know, creating, you know, self-love intentions, building up your self-confidence with saying nice things to yourself, in addition to, you know, being solid on, you know, seeing the best in the other person, is usually the winning combination to make these things happen. Both require a good mental diet of staying on those thoughts, right? So basically, she goes on to say that all I did was stick to my mental diet and live in the end. From time to time, when I felt doubt, I would just close my eyes and imagine us together. Instead of coming from a place that I was missing something, I just felt like it was done in the sense that it was mine no matter what. Also, knowing that there was no way to mess this up, and that my manifestation was inevitable, were things that I told myself frequently to calm myself down. Absolutely. Definitely. Those are very important. You know, the meta intentions, like, this is going to happen. I cannot screw this up. This is definitely mine. I know what I'm doing. This is going to work out. Okay. Those intentions are very, very, very important, especially on the days that you feel like giving up, right? Yeah. And so I felt this deep sense of calm for about so basically she says here, right before it manifested in my 3D reality, I felt this deep sense of calm for a few days, and this sense of knowing that I had done everything correctly. It all happened rather quickly for me from the moment I started to feel this calmness, and within 2 days, he asked to see me again, and we got back together. You know what? And she says, thank you once again for your time and help. She nailed it. You know, there is, when you've actually broken down that last block and you've created that new intention enough, and you've had enough thoughts to bring you to that feeling of already having it, because your thoughts create your emotions. And if you keep thinking that it's yours, you're going to have it, the person wants a commitment, when you stick on that mental diet of thinking everything that you absolutely want, that you would be thinking if you already had it, you emotionally make that shift into that. And once you make that shift, it is a major calmness. You're like, it's mine, I got it. And then all of a sudden, boom, it happens fast. Sometimes it happens so fast. Like for me, things happen so fast. Sometimes I question, do I even want this anymore? So, you know, what we want to do is we really want to, you know, stay on top of our thoughts, because our thoughts do control manifest our emotions. Okay. So our emotions are just a manifestation of our thoughts, and our thoughts create. Now, thoughts added with an emotion, if you have a thought long enough, you will create an emotion, and that emotion is going to help create that quickly. So, you know, if you are having thoughts that are causing anxiety, you've got to talk yourself out of that anxiety and get you to having thoughts that are going to make you feel calm and good, like it's already happened. Okay. And once you do that, it's going to shift the other way. So let's go over the 3 things that are very important to, you know, manifesting somebody back. It's identifying your blocks. The quicker you identify your blocks, the quicker you're going to be able to construct a really good mental diet to get you on your way. Okay. 2, mental diet, staying on top of your thoughts. And 3, living from the end. So incredibly important that we live from the end. Yes, guys. So, you know what? If you are looking, again, like I said, for any coaching, Erica, Denise, and Megan are all available. And yeah, Thank you guys for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.